This old man again?
Yes.
Did you say he'd come back out? I don't know.
He didn't. All he told me was that he just wanted to let us know he's going to play by once or 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, that's like the shortest one. So, right.
We can wait till we start. As soon as they open the doors is when.
I actually have an idea.
I do?
Go out there and rail out some Desert Glow. I actually had an idea for how I'm going to see the person. Ah, no, the angle isn't right. Oh, wait. Nah. But, like, can we play this old man again? Or laugh.
Really great idea.
And in
Because
minor.
they're off to better things.
Ba-da-ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. And then end on that.
No, every time we repeat it, we go up a half step.
Make
That
it a
would be
transposition
so
exercise.
fucking ominous.
So
So
obvious.
ominous. With the getting like, yeah, you're graduating now. Good luck.
And minor.
Yeah.
Half step higher, and the minor part is what really does it. What?
I think the mic's pretty set.
They're probably set for.
Or like high dynamic.
I'm sure we would have.
I really should start playing on like Tanya was so force.
I should just start playing with this one over on my Switch.
Oh my god. That'd be really fun.
Run
We
over
should
to
just
Bsong,
tease them
grab a
with like
stair
2
cone.
measures at a time.
Yeah.
Is it gonna happen?
Oh, I see them.
Alright, we're on cue. Yeah, let's go. One, two.
Okay. It's going to be one of those days, I can see. Please be seated. We are really excited. Yeah, we're all excited. Good afternoon, and welcome to the University of Texas. I'm Douglas Dempster, former dean of the college and a professor in the Department of Theater and Dance. The pandemic is not done with us yet. Our current dean, Dr. Rivera Cervera, is currently isolating as he recovers from COVID. He sends his regards and his regrets to our graduates and your families. He hates to have to miss this occasion, and he asked me to step in for him. And I'll tell you, it's an entirely delightful surprise and an honor, even if it will be a little sweaty tomorrow night. It's wonderful to be reunited with you graduating seniors one more time. This is a singularly important occasion in the lives of our students and our soon-to-be graduates. It is the culmination of years of hard work and a celebration of their determination and their great promise. And it's also a celebration of our great hopes and expectations for them. Many of you have traveled a great distance for the occasion, and I know how grateful our students are that you're able to join us. What a great relief and joy, I have to tell you it is, to be able to congregate again after 2.5 long pandemic years of isolation. But let's continue to be cautious, and please feel welcome to wear a mask during the ceremony. You'll look great anyway. I'd like to introduce the officers of the college attending today's ceremony. I'll ask each to rise as I call their names. Doreen Lorenzo, Assistant Dean of the School of Design and Creative Technologies. John Yancey, Associate Dean for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Julie Schell, Assistant Dean for Instructional Continuity and Innovation. Sandra Lomax, Executive Director and Assistant Dean of Development. Kathy Cothlow, Assistant Dean of Administrative Services. So you may have noticed that our students were escorted into the hall today by the marshals from the faculty of the College of Fine Arts, and I'll ask them to stand and be recognized. Serving as our Grand Marshal of our commencement ceremony and also Associate Dean of Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Roxanne Schroeder-Arce. She's out there somewhere. Our departmental marshals are Sarah Canwright, Associate Professor of Practice, Department of Art and Art History. Honoria Starbuck, Assistant Professor of Practice, Department of Arts and Entertainment Technology. Victor Rodriguez Tang, Assistant Professor of Practice, Department of Design. Sandy Yamamoto, Associate Professor of Practice, Butler School of Music. Lucian Douglas, Associate Professor, Department of Theater and Dance. It never seems fair. Sorry. Thanks to our faculty marshals. Also attending today to bestow diplomas on our graduates are Susan Rather, Chair, Department of Art and Art History. Kate Canales, Chair of Department of Design. Michael Baker, Chair of the Department of Arts and Entertainment Technologies. Ryan Kelly, Associate Director, Butler School of Music. And Robert Ramirez, Chair, Department of Theater and Dance. Our students have the enormous benefit of being taught and mentored by an extraordinary faculty of teachers, practicing artists, performer scholars, and designers. My sincerest thanks to all the rest of the faculty in attendance, and I'll ask them to stand and be recognized. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Finally, a special and much overdue thanks to the student affairs staff for producing and managing today's commencement and for their tireless good work with our students all year round. Thank you, Chris, and all of the staff. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce today's distinguished commencement speaker, Pilar Tompkins Rivas. Pilar Tompkins Rivas is a curator and an alumna of the Department of Art and Art History. She earned a double bachelor's degree in studio art and Latin American studies from the University of Texas in 1997. She's currently the chief curator and deputy director of collections at the soon-to-be spectacular Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, a new museum conceived by filmmaker George Lucas, dedicated to the art of visual storytelling. The much-anticipated museum is scheduled to open in 2023 in Los Angeles, and I told Ms. Rivas Tompkins that she has the best curatorial job in America right now. It's also not a small thing that the founding president of the Lucas Museum is another graduate of the College of Fine Arts and the Department of Art and Art History. That's Don Bacigalupe. Previously, Ms. Tompkins Rivas was the director of the Vincent Price Art Museum of East Los Angeles College, where she served as director and chief curator. In that role, she led partnerships between the museum and the Distinguished Smithsonian, LACMA, and the Huntington Library. She also founded diversity pipeline programs, including a museum studies certificate program. She has also held positions as coordinator of curatorial initiatives at the prestigious Los Angeles County Museum of Art, co-directing educational partnerships with UCLA and the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation. She has also co-curated exhibitions in partnership with the Getty Foundation's citywide Pacific Standard Time exhibition in 2017, a very distinguished career for a recent graduate. Please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker and alumna, Pilar Tompkins Rivas.
Good afternoon, Austin, Texas. Good afternoon, fellow Longhorns. Buenas tardes a todos. It is an honor to be with you here at the great University of Texas at Austin. Thank you, Dean Dempster and Dean Rivera Cervera, for the invitation to join you today. Thank you to the College of Fine Arts, members of the faculty and staff. Thank you to the family and friends who are here to support their loved ones. And most importantly, congratulations to all of the graduates. I am so thrilled to be with you here today and so excited for all of you. This is a momentous occasion. First, I want to begin by acknowledging that Central Texas is the ancestral home of the Tonkawa as well as the Comanche and Apache, stewards of this land for generations. I also acknowledge all of the indigenous peoples who are part of this region. This is important for me to say as members of my family were of the Plains tribes of the Comancheria, the land we stand on today. Other branches of my family were Tejanos before Texas separated from Mexico, and others moved to Texas between the 1880s and the early 1900s from Mexico and Tennessee. My ties here are deeply rooted, and I stand with you today not only for myself, but as a representative of generations of proud, resilient, and diverse women and men who are part of the complex and rich history of Texas. It's been 25 years since I graduated from the College of Fine Arts at UT. Austin was a smaller and somewhat different town back then. The movies Slacker and Dazed and Confused, which you may or may not know, pretty much summed up the vibe in those days. And I moved here from Dallas, and I really had to slow my roll. I loved Austin's laid-back vibe, of course, and I know a lot has changed since then. But if you're from here, or if you plan on sticking around for a while, promise me that you'll keep it weird. This is such a special place. Let's not lose the weirdness, y'all. But let me back up a little bit. I think I need to say that I don't expect any of you to know who I am. I'm a museum curator and art historian now based in Los Angeles. Curators and historians don't usually get very famous for what we do, but we do play a role in shaping culture and the way that it's seen and understood. And there is the occasional brush with celebrity, like the time I got to sit next to Brad Pitt in front of the LA County Board of Supervisors to advocate for arts funding. The picture of us sitting together that circulated made it look like we were in divorce court splitting up. But the heart of what I do is thinking about the impact of art in society, asking sets of questions to further conversations and dialogues, supporting artists, working to broaden historical narratives and institutions to foreground women, Black, Latino, Indigenous, Asian American, and LGBTQ voices, and striving to make art relevant and accessible for the diverse communities we live in. That's the gist of what I do. But I started right here, just like you, as a graduating artist seeking to express myself through my practice. When I arrived at UT in the fall of 1992, campus life was an exciting intellectual environment with so much to offer. I was already a painter when I got here, and I quickly settled into the art department. I also double majored in Latin American studies and did a year abroad in Brazil. And when I came back, I joined the UT Brazilian Ensemble and learned to sing bossa nova and samba, performing right here on the stage of Bass Concert Hall. I found a little bit of samba. I can still do it. I found my tribe in the city, making friends with musicians from all around the world who played in the clubs throughout town. I became an avid salsa dancer, or as my friends might say, salsa addict. In short, I was having a blast. Dancing, singing, painting, making friends, trying new things, exploring the world through travel, friendships, art, and study. For me, the program at the College of Fine Arts was a dynamic place to explore, to create, to develop new skills, and to learn to ask questions. Learning to ask questions, and one question specifically, is what I want to talk to you about today. That question is why? Why do you do what you do? Do you want to impact the world? Do you want to change the world? Do you want to make the world a better place? Start with knowing why you want to do it. Friedrich Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how." As someone who's made their way through the twists and turns of a career in the arts, why I do what I do has never changed. What I do and how I do it has taken many paths. I began as an artist. I worked for commercial art galleries. I developed a curatorial practice. I've worked in academia. I write and publish. I became director of the Vincent Price Art Museum, and I've learned to become a leader in my field. Throughout, and no matter what part of the arts ecosystem I've occupied, being purpose-driven has been the crucial linchpin that has carried me. What is my why? I believe that art is a vehicle by which we can achieve a greater and more empathetic understanding of humanity, and that art is a catalyst for change and transformation towards a more just and equitable society. My focus within that question of why has been to advocate for the underrepresented voices of communities of color, women, and LGBTQ to create a more complete picture of who we are as people and why our stories are critical to know and to understand. I am personally deeply driven within my work by a desire for racial equality, social justice, and an end to racialized and gendered violence and discrimination. I'm also the proud child of an art educator. My mother, who's here today, was an art teacher in public schools for almost 40 years. Hey. And she co-authored the first bilingual educational curriculum in the state of Texas. Go Lolly. I attended the Booker T. Washington High School, established in 1892, which was the first high school for African American students in Dallas. It later became a magnet school for the arts, established as part of the federal court desegregation orders, mandating more equitable education in the city. As a result of my upbringing, my worldview is shaped by a belief that art is a critical mechanism for understanding humanity, and that equity, access, and inclusion in art and education are basic rights, but ones that we also have to fight hard for. Over the years, I've expressed my position through my own paintings and murals, created space for other like-minded artists to have a public platform, written and historicized the works of others pursuing similar messages, and organized and orchestrated changes in institutional systems that allow for greater representation towards the same end. What I have done and how I have done it have taken many forms, but why I do it has always been consistent. Today, I want to advocate that no matter what you do or how you do it, which may change over time, your why is evergreen. It is your values combined with your message. To understand it, lean into your practice deeply to articulate your point of view. The why starts with you, the center of you, the core of you, your mission, the part of you that is anxious to communicate to the world your story. As artists, this story may be about you personally, your community, or your response to the history of the world around you. It may be a canon of art or a repertoire that you master and interpret. It may be the new stories you craft and tell. It may be about movement, color, sound, form, dialogue, or the sheer joy of your craft. The story is the content. It is the what, and that's important. Yet over time, the specificities of the content will change and grow. And what I want to emphasize is to think about your why. Drill into your why. Hold on to it, return to it, and let it be your guide as you make your way through your life and career. How do you find your why? If you're here and you're invested in creative practice, chances are you already know your why. It's the thing that brought you here, the thing that motivates you to do what is hard, the thing that drives you to pursue creative expression and the arts as a way to structure your life. Now, the university has its own why. UT Austin's core purpose is to transform lives for the benefit of society. The university's core values are learning, discovery, freedom, leadership, individual opportunity, and responsibility. These are the primary pillars for guiding and shaping the what and the how. The what and the how expand like concentric circles from the core purpose and values and become the building blocks of the institution, its programs, its services, and ultimately your experiences here. As artists and arts professionals, you're not institutions, of course, but you do have a core purpose and you have core values. And to know what they are, to articulate them, and to return to them time and again is a strategy for making the most of the talents and gifts you have been given. The stories we tell as artists shape the way we see and interpret the world. Art is our mechanism for understanding society and the human condition. Artistic practice is an essential part of being human. It is a gateway to envision what we wish the world was or hope for it to be. Yet it takes a special drive and commitment to pursue art disciplines professionally. It isn't easy to be in the arts, but it is essential. It can be hard to stick with it in the faces of challenges and distractions that pull you away from your why. But you have to hold on to that reason, that mission and core purpose. It is essential to humanity that you hold on to your core purpose. You must always remember your why. I have a few examples I want to share of why knowing my why has been important to me. Sometimes other people may urge us to go on other paths that don't align with our why. Even if that outside influence is well-intentioned, you should be cautious of moving too far away from your core purpose. When I started getting college recruitment letters in high school sent to my home, I received one from West Point, the US Military Academy. My dad held that letter in his hands and walked around for a week saying, "My daughter the cadet, my daughter the cadet." Perhaps that letter appealed to his dreams for either me or himself at some point, but I was like, do you really know who you've been raising under your roof all these years? He meant well enough, of course, but I share that only to say that plenty of people will have opinions about what you should do. And as things become challenging, it can be easy to give up and switch course. But the closer you focus on your core purpose, your why, the farther you will go on a journey towards that end. Now, I almost gave up myself. In my experience, sometimes people will tell you that your why doesn't matter. And if that happens, it is so important not to believe them. When I started painting, I made works about my cultural and personal identity. I painted about my family and the barrio we are from that gentrified. After undergrad, I moved to Italy to study and develop my practice in ways that spoke about cultural experiences, gender, and erased histories. For me, there was nothing more relevant to make work about, but that didn't make sense to my Italian professors. During my final crit in my program, my professors were very harsh and didn't understand why I just couldn't focus on abstraction. I wanted to talk about my culture, and I was told if I wanted to make it as an artist, I needed to change what I cared about. I was very frustrated, to say the least. And within a year or two, I quit making artwork altogether. It was very hard, and I was unsure of what to do next. But as I made my way, I realized that I needed to stick with my why. Despite the challenges, I recognized that I was merely struggling for a platform to express my why. As I began looking beyond my own painting practice, I found that there were many people who shared my feelings. I made connections to artists, curators, and scholars who were already telling the stories of Black and Brown communities. I began to realize that I could find a way to affect change through new means and within the space of collaborative collective action. There are always hurdles and successes as you make your way. As you grow and expand your practices, you may find that you are totally in the groove at times, and sometimes you may be made to feel like you don't belong. Once I started curating, I did face instances where I felt like I was on the outside looking in. The artists and ideas I wanted to champion weren't always met with acceptance. People told me no. People said, not this art in this place at this time. People said, we don't support this type of art. Those stories don't matter enough right now. Well, I must be really stubborn. I guess it's the Texan in me. I just could never take those no's for an answer. And I thought to myself, if people say this work, these artists, these experiences, these stories aren't valid enough and don't matter, we just have to show them otherwise. We must push to make the world a bigger place of abundance and multiplicity. With that mindset, I have gone as deep as I can, doing as much as I can to contribute to the field to show why this work is important. And if you just get to see it, then draw your own conclusions, but it has to first be seen, contextualized, and historicized. Along the way, I have always had collaborators engaged in this work with me. The more I worked together with others that shared my why, the greater the impact of my what and how could become. In retrospect, I realized that what started as a solitary painting practice grew outward to new forms of collaboration and public engagement. The space of inquiry in my work as an artist is really the same as what I do today. The core questions and the purpose are the same. But now my work is always in collaboration and in community with others towards a common goal. Today I'm chief curator and a deputy director of the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art, an institution dedicated entirely to the art of visual storytelling. I'm working to build a museum in Los Angeles founded by one of the greatest storytellers ever, filmmaker George Lucas. And I was hired specifically for my expertise in telling the stories of people of color and underrepresented groups. When I was here at UT, I didn't dream of becoming a museum curator or ever imagine that I would be part of a team building one of the biggest museum projects in the country. If you'd asked me when I was sitting where you are today, if I ever saw myself doing these things or talking to George Lucas about art every week, I could never have imagined that this would be my path. But what I'm engaged with today, asking critical questions about the intersections of art and society and foregrounding the power of storytelling in visual culture, is exactly what I cared about 25 years ago as a graduating senior here at UT. I'm still talking about family, place, and culture the way I did as an artist, but now through different means and on a different scale. I'm not alone in this. Every artist I know has one thing in common. They all have a central question they pursue over and over, and they address that core concern in different ways over time. Similarly, organizations and institutions center themselves around a mission to guide their work. It's more than an organizing principle. It is the purpose and intent of what you do. Again, graduates, I ask you to contemplate one single question. Why? Why do you do what you do? Why make art? Why make art the way you do and about the topics you address? Why does it matter? Answer that question for yourself and cling to it. Every one of you has a reason why you do what you do. Know what motivates you and don't lose sight of it. It will be your signpost. When things get hard, when they get confusing, when you think you're failing and can't see the path forward, return to your why. Let that deep sense of purpose that you bring to your practice be your guide. Your talents are needed in the world. Your voices are needed in the world. Your reason for doing is needed in the world. All that you can imagine and more is indeed possible. So the next question is, what are you going to do with your why? How are you going to bring that why to fruition? How will you harness that drive and manifest it? You must believe in yourself deeply and take steps forward, one foot in front of the other. Know that you will face challenges, but focus on the sightlines of your vision and be proactive. We can't wait for the change that we want to see to just happen. We must work to make it happen every day. Gloria Anzaldúa said simply, do work that matters, vale la pena. Graduates, be proud of your accomplishments. Lean in to who you are and what you care about. Be yourself. You have already embarked on your journey of discovery that will unfold in your life in ways you can't possibly know today. Let art be your lens for seeing what is possible in the world, and may you never lack for passion and purpose. Always remember why you care and why you do this in the first place. Congratulations again, graduates, and hook 'em horns.
Thank you so much for those remarks. So now, dear graduates and guests, here we are at the very moment of your commencement, your graduation, the threshold of your independence, the very stuff adulthood is made on. The moment for which you've been working and waiting for a long time. I'm going to ask our graduates to now come forward to receive their diplomas. Now, on such occasions, the audience is normally admonished to refrain from applause until all the candidates have been presented. But this is the College of Fine Arts, where commencement is just another excuse for getting on stage and acting out. So please cheer your hearts out for your graduates. Entertain us. After all, the faculty do this every year, and the parade of graduates is the very best part of this show. I would only ask that we allow our graduates and their families the courtesy of hearing their names when announced. So go crazy, but keep it brief. I'll also encourage our faculty members on stage to come forward to congratulate your students as they cross the stage. Will the candidates for graduation please come forward one row at a time? Professors Robert Ramirez and Roxanne Schroeder-Arce will present the degree candidates.
Nasim Abdi. Dean Dempster, Asim was the first when I'm presenting the following degree candidates from the Department of Art and Art History. Pardon me. Alicia Urrutia Amberson. Nancy Elizabeth Agrieta. Fernanda Barredo Cepeda. J.J. Barrett. Alona Begad. Mackenzie Benson. Ashlyn Burnshausen. Genevieve Boatwright. Aiden Bauman. Brittany Canales. Diego Carlson. Mallory Chance. Sinyu Chen. Kendall Clayton. Madison Cooper. Abriella Dalen Corker. Alyssa Cotton. Anna Cottrell. Catherine Rebecca Cowan. Sophia Elise Croati. Maria Contreras. Barbara Ann Daly. Luna Davis. Leslie De Leon. Sophie Demarest. Kennedy Domek. Abigail Drake. Talia Rebay Drayton. Carly Dugosh. Fatima Ibrahimi. Liv Elkin. Amalie Zayet Garcia. Elise Nicole Garcia. Ellie German. Becca Gilbertson. Balicia Barrera Gonzalez. Lauren Elizabeth Graham. Louis Grimes. Austin Morris Haag. Hope Elizabeth Harlow. Sophia Hashimi. Patience Hebert. Montserrat Hernandez. Nathan Huang. Charles Hyman. Quinn In. Bree Jackson. Deal Xochitl Jones. Destiny Juarez. Alexandra Cater Herrera. Sophia Madeline Calamaridis. Suela Katirsi. Karen Unsa Ki. Sunwon Kim. Madeline Lawson. Amanda Leja. Sydney Levine. Tiariza Mariela Lopez. Maya Maldonado. Chloe Elise Manchester. Rachel Massey. Elaine McMurray. Miranda Elizabeth McShann. Olivia Jan Mayrick Long. Joy C. Onuwa. Rolando G. Ortiz II. Caroline Padden. Diana Marisa Padron. Presley Parker. Ria Viran Patrel. Caroline Perkison. Elizabeth Page Perusica. Francis Pizzo. Natalie Ponder. Thomas Michael Porter. Vanessa Ramirez. Janet Marie Rasmussen. Natalia Rivera. Zoe Roden. Rebecca Romer Day Jardins. Luis Fernando Rosa Nanini. Emma Stewart Rowe. Oscar E. Ruiz. Madison Jean Simpson Seeley. Madeline Seidel. Reagan Lene Smeyeth. Addison May Spear. Reagan Beth Stevens. Emma St. Ong. Stacy James Suarez. Chelsea C. Ryan Tidwell. Olivia Isabella Tijerina. Milana Todua. Catarina Lee Vasquez. I'm getting it right. Lee Miloš Vladinku. Mary Grayson Willis. Macy Wolf. And the last student in art and art history is Sophie Wyatt. Robert?
I'm ready. Thank you. Dean Dempster. I present the following degree candidates from the Department of Arts and Entertainment Technologies. Mariana Abreu Valerino. Neda Aburayan. Hector Alejandro Acevedo. Chloe Alviar. Ali Arrasola Lopez. Chanel Bagdasarians. Benjamin Jackson Barnes. Brooke Bell. Harrison Chung. Joshua Terry Torres Churchill. Solomon Charles Counts. Alyssa Diaz. Max Esparza. Victor Doe. Matthew Hayes Garcia. Say it again. Kayode Badebo. Caden Harrell. Jalen Hoyt. Oscar Eduardo Kitmanian. Kyle Kasanovich. Grace Carter. John Taylor Speck Chambers. Arya Chotiwat. Megan Clark. Maria Isabel Contreras. Grant Cooper. Christopher J. Dean Jr. Jasmine Dillard. Paula Flores. Jackson Goodall. Megan Herman. Alana Lexi Hernandez. Avery Herring. Jake Herster. Hari Jung. Fallon Dion Jones. Jack Francis Kelly. Arfa Khan. Catherine Seyong Kim. Helen Nhe Kim. Alex Cole. Alex Kong. Justin Kung. Avery Simone Lowe. Oscar Leal. Austin Lee. Vivian Liao Su Wen. Hugo Lopez. Brittany Luong. Kirsten Delaney Marler. Robert Santiago Martindale. Caleb McCartney. Kaylee McIntosh. Aaron Mary. Warren Miller. Andres Molina. Eduardo Monroy. Craig Morgan. Sohi Na. Andrea Naranjo. Jake Nguyen. Julia Nguyen. Teresa Tui Nguyen. Eli Landon Ortiz. Evelyn Yeon Fan. Neil Potness. Tristan Daniel Punzel. Kasia Raj. Jackson Richardson. Is it Ricker? Ricker. Natalie Ann Ricker. Mariana Rios. Hunter Robertson. Peyton Elizabeth Rogers. Cándido Josué Rodríguez. Celaya. Daniela Rumbout. Mark Salinas. Litzy Secundino Bustos. Joseph Shehum. Nicholas Smeraldo. Reese Smith. Shrey Subramanian. Alden Sumstad. Taylor Sweet. Marina Victoria Trevino. Valeria Trevino Su. Grace Troutman. Tyler Valdez. Dolores Lori Pauline Van Hoos. Lauren Vinay. Sasha Olivia Vermey. Catherine Elizabeth Whitmer. Wilhite? Stephanie Wilhite. Taylor Marie Wood. Adam Abraham Yassin. Is it Zhang? Zachary Zhang.
Dean Dempster, I present the following degree candidates from the Department of Design. Isabella Acosta. Alejandra Andrade. Fernando Avelar Toledo. Sarah Beshi. Madison Bickerton. Mary Blanchard. Caroline Blanton. James Blue. Taylor Braithwaite. Max Bremer. Brandon Clark Burke. Meredith Cambis. Isabel Canales. Nicholas Cooper. Anna Crawford. Grace Elizabeth Davila. Maggie Rose De Leonardis. Lara Gonima. Julia Dawn Haas. Stevie Harvell. Jennifer Jimenez. Claire Keegan. Amar Akhtar Khan. Jack Decker Lanigan. Yishan Lee. Alisa Lumanog. Austin Peterson McGinnis. Catherine McMahon. Ricardo Menchaca. Parker Miller. Ryan Nesbitt. Ellen Okamura. Eliana Panakis. Daniel Park. Amanda Dominique Piamonte. Gia Kanani Poblete. Nicole Ransom. Jacob Simpson. Stephanie Sonic. Sandra Tai. And the last student in design is Evelyn Tai.
I'm back, yeah. Dean Dempster, I present the following degree candidates from the Butler School of Music. Laura Vanessa Aldana Pamplona. Alexia Angelides. Andrew David Armstrong. Zachary Barnett. Cassandra Birnbaum. Lena John Brining. Sarudzai Chigubu. Zoe de los Santos. Mark Dorr. Nathan M. Eisenberg. Sabrina Ellis. John Usher. Isaac Fuentes. Cole Gleason. Maria del Pilar Gómez Govea. Derek Jonathan Claude Hale. Nick Hamill. Catherine E. Hernandez. Kevin Jacobson. Kennelly Madang Kadia. Dorothy Lay. Emily Lum. Isabella Luna. Andrew Marks. Cameron Wayne Marquez. Lily McCormick. Alma Alejandra Mele Arellano. Brandon Morrison. Merritt Richie Murphy. Kennedy Claire Park. Alicia Piper. Thomas Alexander Rodriguez. Edric Isaiah Salazar. Annalise Sandoval. McKenna Stickney. Jamie Strauss. Alyssa Tinsley. Dela Lisette Triares. Carlista Tran. Julie Vest. Evelyn Christine Weber. Alexis Wolf. William George Wright. Ji-Soo Yoon. Hanson Young. Corey Young. Jake Young. Mole Zhang. Let me get to the...
Ready? Dean Dempster, I present the following degree candidates from the Department of Theater and Dance. Amaya Ananda Avalos. Mahogany Adair. Venice Ann Miedovich Alcantar. Pete Guadalupe Amaraz IV. Anna Altamirano. Hannah Joshin Bailey. Callie Blackstock. Elizabeth Gale Blade. Hey. Sydney Noel Brown. Celise Ali Brown. Charlotte Elizabeth Brumballo. Kennedy Alexa Cannon. Sarah Danielle Cheney. Amaya Coleman. Hayden Daniel Cox. Deja Kristen. David de la Barcena. Nicole T. de la Rosa. Lexi Ann DeSimone. Brittany Lynn Dolan. Adara Felix. Giselle Freeman Solis. Katrina Gadke. Naya Garner. Congratulations. Emery Jane Glover. Congrats. Grayland Scott Goff. Mia Genesis Gomez Reyes. Noel Gonzalez. Allison Hamaway. James Hogue. Elijah Holland. Rusama Mosabin Islam. Matthew Deshaun James. Mary Jane Elizabeth Jantz. Hannah Renee Kelly. Karishma Khan. Delaney Laughlin. Joshua Lewis McGee. Estrella Martinez. Madeline Martinez. India Damani McKnight. Richard Lehman Miller Jr. Sophie Ann Miller. Bria Napier. Sandra Shari Nelson. Andrea Giselle Nunez. Mika Elaine O'Dwyer. Sebastian Raul Ojeda. Vincent Roshan Oliver. Oz Osborne. Jadzia Dominique Padilla. Smile, Cameron. Cameron Brooke Patterson. Alexandria Nicole Passanisi. Ricky Pratchett. Isabella Adams Ray. Sierra Vivian Ray. Indira Rampersad. Atia Rasul. Sydney Rocas. Nicole Rudakova. Benjamin Russell. Oscar Andrés Salinas. Paola Montserrat Santibáñez Bolaños. Sofía Savelos. Vivian Raquel Schmidt Ramirez. Madison Sheridan. Zoe J. Skews. Austin Tyler Smith. Frances Smith. You did it. Roberto Soto III. Ashley Spite. Courtney Thomas. Simone Thomas. Nathan Wong Long Tran. Jared Voswinkle. Sarah Wales. Rachel Aston Warren. Jenna Nicole Weatherby. Michael Bradley Williams Martinez. Jade Marie Williamson. Grayson Alexandra Womeldorf. What is happening? Hookham is graduating? What? What? Hookham is graduating? Friends, this is Christian Coffee, AKA Hookham. Those are all of our graduates today, Dean Dempster.
Okay, that was the big finish. At the beginning of this ceremony, I acknowledged several groups who have been important to you, dear graduates, but I neglected to mention those who very likely made your entire education possible, from your first day on the 40 acres to this happy occasion. So I'm going to ask all of our degree candidates to rise, stand up, turn, face the audience to congratulate, thank your parents, siblings, guardians, spouses, families, friends. And maybe a bartender or therapist or two. All right, graduates, sit down. Dear graduates, dear graduates, dear graduates, you've accomplished no small thing. You have now graduated from one of the most celebrated and competitive universities in the world. You are truly one of a handful and one in a million. Enjoy this accomplishment, share it with your family and friends. And while you're recovering from an extravagant graduation meal, which is your due, make sure you get that, reflect for a moment, too, that you are also one of a privileged few in this state, in this country, indeed in human history, one of the very few to have the advantages conferred by an elite education in an affluent society, in a nation whose moment in history shapes the world and the future like few others. And when you plant your feet back on the ground and walk into your future, remember to make your moment count. Make it count for yourself, of course. Make something of yourself. Make good. Make a decent living by all means, by all honorable means. Don't forget that. Remember to ask why you're doing it. Make it big, make a splash, make your family and your alma mater proud. But try as well to reach beyond your intimate circle of affections to those you've never met, certainly to the next generation that has not yet had its moment, and make your life count for them too. Be generous, be caring, and if you possibly can, be carbon neutral. I hope, too, you'll remember the University of Texas and what a difference it made in your life and the good fortune you will no doubt enjoy. Never forget your debt to a public university that was made possible by the citizens of this state, people who never met you but believed in you anyway and your potential to pay for your education. They were willing to pay for your education through the state of Texas. I want you to continue believing that a college education of the first class, as that is enshrined by the authors of the Texas Constitution, that an education of the first class should be available to any hardworking, ambitious, talented Texan, regardless of the accidents of their birth or the advantages or misfortunes of a zip code. I'm not going to ask you to make a financial gift to the university. Not today, anyway. That call is coming, I can guarantee you, in time. Nope, that's not what I'm going to do. You'll be receiving instead 1 year free membership to the Texas X's, only one, though, the UT Alumni Association, which includes a subscription to the alumni magazine Alcalde. The College of Fine Arts relies on the X's to maintain contact with you, and if you remain active in the X's, you'll stay connected to your fellow graduates, professors, and the College of Fine Arts, so please do become a Texas X. Before today's ceremony closes and we send you out into the world, I have a few important announcements regarding the university-wide commencement, which will be held tomorrow evening. In a moment, our graduates will recess from this grand facility in a solemn and no, probably not dignified, but they will recess one way or the other, after which all of you, those attending, may join them for a reception out on the front lawn of the Doty Fine Arts Building, which will be to your right as you exit the building. There will be refreshments and shade, and you'll be able to mingle with graduates and the college faculty. And I'll ask that family and friends follow after our graduates recess from the auditorium. We invite all of you to join us to celebrate the class of 2022. As a reminder, graduates and guests attending the university-wide commencement in DKR Texas Memorial Stadium, right across the street, you will require a ticket to get in. Ticket information is available on the commencement website if you do not already have it. A clear bag policy will be in effect at the stadium for all graduates and guests attending. Please consult the commencement website for additional information related to this policy and related safety procedures. They won't let you in without your personal items in a clear bag. For the university-wide commencement, the College of Fine Arts graduates will be included in the West procession. Please plan to arrive in the marshalling area at the DKR TMS loading dock. I hope you know where that is because I don't. On the west side of the stadium by 6:45 to line up for the procession onto the field in the stadium. It is a great show. You don't want to miss it. Graduates, one last admonition. It will be your job tomorrow night when I present you to the president for the conferral of your degrees, you haven't graduated yet, that you demonstrate to the business and engineering majors that the arts are mightier, certainly much louder and better looking than the dollar. You happy few, you band of artists, put them to shame. Graduates, you and your families are also invited to the Alumni Center from 3 to 7 p.m. I think that's what that huge long line was out in front of the Alumni Center after these events. Congratulations, graduates. See you tomorrow.